What's this? Oh no. Do we have another obese person? Hold on a second. Bam! Alright. TLC. My 600-pound life. Drug abuse to food addiction.
It's scary waking up because everything gets a little harder each morning. Oh, Jesus. My body feels like a prison. I feel like I'm trapped. Like, I can get up and out of bed.
There's like a whole fuck. What is this? Where is this? Does he have legs? Oh man, I need to do push-ups.
But I get short of breath walking to the bathroom from my bed. I'll start losing my breath.
Oh, he's got legs. Okay.
On a bad day, as soon as I get up, you'll hear my knees like, it'll continuously like pop, 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 pop. The pain is usually excruciating.
So do you sign up for this show? Is this something that you like let somebody know that you're 600 pounds? Does your doctor prescribe you My 600-Pound Life? Is that how you do it?
Any normal person should not be short of breath, gasping for air like I do. Elena, can you bring my towels?
Sure, I'm coming.
I could not live by myself, and I wouldn't survive.
There you go.
That's why I love my caretaker. She's the best thing. Like, I love her. She's awesome. Before me, she was my mom's caretaker.
What? You can feel it?
First, she'll wash my hair, then she'll wash my back. I don't fit in my shower, so I have to put my head over the tub. But I've got it so big.
You see the tattoo on his back? Was he this big when he got that tattoo, or did it stretch out? I don't know. These are just the thoughts that I'm having randomly. This sucks, though. Does she feed him copious amounts of food to stay this fat?
Big now that I can't stay standing for more than 15 seconds. If I do that for too long, my knees start to hurt too much.
Okay.
There's a lot of parts you're missing.
Real quick while I turn around. I can use the bathroom myself, but I can't really wipe myself. It's all come over me recently, like I'm more disappointed.
I really hate how his like dick is right behind my head right now. But listen, anybody watching this video, anybody in the stream right now, if I ever get this bad, take me the fuck out. I don't care if you have to just like, post up, on a balcony 20 yards away, bruh. Wait for me to come out to get my McDonald's. Take me the fuck out. You have permission, please. Everything I have will be gifted to you. This is my will and testament. Take me the fuck out. I can't understand being so fat that you can't wipe yourself. And like, I'm at a point of my fatness, because I'm not skinny, right? I'm at a point of my fatness where certain things are kind of hard, but not like, I can wipe myself just fine. Definitely taking care of myself just fine. That's all fine, and that's easy. Okay, that's easy as fuck. I don't know. But this shit ain't it. Know what I mean? This shit ain't it, bruh. Something gotta change.
I'm scared. But I shower every day. I try to stay as clean as possible. But other than that, I don't really get up out of bed that much.
we gonna have for breakfast?
5 eggs, scrambled with cheese, biscuits.
Okay. How many sausages?
7.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna get it ready for you.
Thank you.
Why are you feeding him that much?
I live here for free with my sister and brother, but I can't do anything for myself anymore. I have to have someone make all my meals.
My main responsibility, I feel like, is taking care of my brother. I recently started being his caregiver, and I help him, especially when Elena's not here. He doesn't have me like wash his back or anything like Elena does.
Smells good, Elena.
Charlie's coming soon.
Okay, Elena, thank you.
It gets challenging sometimes. He can't make food for himself. He can't go get water, nothing. He strictly relies on being able to call and have that person there to help him. But like my brother is the only person who ever like stood up for me and told me I'm doing good in life. He's always made sure to tell me he's proud of me and that I'm doing a good job. So I kind of took it into my own hands to help my brother as much as I could. And he's my family. You know, I gotta make sure he has what he needs because I know he would make sure I had what I need.
Ketchup?
Sure. The food's always been a really big part of my life. It is an addiction. It does make me happy and it makes me feel good. But a lot of my weight came after rehab, after I quit doing drugs.
What drugs were you doing? Bruh,
I come from a
first
big-
of all, let's just go back to this dinner, or this breakfast. 7 fucking eggs, or seven sausages, 5 eggs, and like maybe 5 or 6 biscuits. That's a fucking hefty meal, and he's making sandwiches out of it. It's ingenious, sure. I might be taking notes. Listen, no, I'm not. Look, okay? I need to exercise. I don't need to take diet advice. I don't need to go on my 600-pound life taking diet advice from the people on here, okay? That's the wrong thing to take from this. But that is a pretty good idea, because think about it. You have the biscuits become the bread, and you just put the sausage down. You put the fucking... So, in a way, he has 7 sausages, probably 7, or... they were a little like... So, probably like 2 sausages per sandwich. Maybe 3 on one. So, there's 3, and then one of those 3 has 3 sausages instead of 2. So, then 3 biscuits, 7 sausages, and 5 eggs with cheese. Yeah, that's a substantial breakfast. But I feel like that's a breakfast I would eat. I don't know. Maybe that's not a good thing.
It does make me happy and it makes me feel good. But a lot of my weight came after rehab. After
See,
I
now,
quit
what is this? This is a whole...
doing drugs.
Another meal. But I do really believe that, especially when it comes to the fat people that can't walk well or can't move, like, you're getting them their food. So, really, whatever they put in their body is from you. So if you really just gave them lettuce, vegetables, you know what I mean? They can't eat anything else. They can't get to the fucking pantry. Just take the food and take it out the kitchen, right? They're not able to go to the store and get it. You really have full control over their diet. When he says, give me 7 sausages, 5 eggs with cheese scrambled, and fucking, you know, like 3, 4 biscuits, you can say, no, we're going to do some oatmeal. We're going to do some whole wheat toast. Okay, 2 pieces with light margarine. Okay, and then exactly that's where we're starting. You know what I mean? I don't care how hungry you are, and just like, you know, when you get to that point, and then they'll start shedding pounds, because they can't get their own food. You get them their food, so in a way, you're sort of responsible for what they eat. No, not in a way. You are responsible for what they eat.
I come from a big family, but not like the Brady Bunch, you'd say. But my mom was a drug addict. She did meth. She was still a good mom. She still took care of her kids first, and then after that, she did whatever she did. My mom, when I was younger, was scared that my dad's grandparents were gonna take me away. And just like that, we left and drove from Washington to this little chill park in Apple Valley, California, without telling my dad. Living alone with just my mom. It was a give and take situation, I guess you would say. So, you know, she was there. She just also wasn't there. Sometimes we would
Did he say Napa Valley, California? Is he in Napa?
have some family time. But most of the time when I got home from school, she would be sitting in front of the TV talking to herself. So I would spend most of my time with her parents who lived on the street. My mother's mother, my grandma, didn't do drugs. She was a real junk foodaholic. Her way of showing me love was always baking. And when my grandma made cookies, she didn't just make a dozen. She made like 6 dozen, you know, and she left them on the counter. I can just get to them whenever I wanted to. And by the time I hit middle school, I was 108.
But that's all self-control, right? All of that, the fact that the cookies were there doesn't mean that you need to eat them, okay? This is something that even, like, I even know this is a shortcoming of mine, right? This is, you know, I always feel the need to feed that hunger, and I don't just eat till I'm satisfied. I eat till I'm bursting, right? I eat till I'm super full. So, you know, these are things that, you know, I understand within myself, and he probably, you know, shares similar traits, if not those exact ones. But it's all down to what you want to put into your body, what you put into your mouth, right? That's all up to you. That's completely down to you. So, yeah, it's on you.
80 pounds. My problem was, you know, I never really had the discipline when it came to snacking. If I was having like a rough day, sugar high just felt comforting. When I was in my freshman year of high school, my mom had started hooking up with another guy. We didn't get along that well. But it wasn't too long before we managed to get my mom knocked up with twins. And then my sister and my brother came around, and things were good. Twins, you know, they mean everything to me, even now. I had a really good time with my brother and sister. You know, we lived in the trailer park, we had a swimming pool right there, always in the pool. So I taught them how to swim. We went camping like a week at a time.
Cute little white
It was
trash
just
existence.
family events. I'm a real big family person.
My brother, he's always been a bigger guy, but he's always had my back. He's definitely the glue to this family. He taught me how to ride a bike. He taught me how to swim, you know. He's always been there for me. And right now, he doesn't have anyone to go hang out with or talk to or anything like that. So I'm not just his brother. I'm also his best friend.
Once it came to high school, I was going on like 250 to 300 pounds. I started hanging out with the wrong crew.
Bruh, when I was in high school, when I was 14, they called me Big 292 because I was like 292 pounds. I was like 6 foot tall back then. I only grew like, you know, maybe 2-3 more inches. But, you know, my weight sort of, I don't know, maybe I'm like 260? Or 260, 360, 370? Something along those lines. I never got to 600. I mean, obviously, like, look at me. But even still, like, getting to that you know, that level of, because that's a lot of food that you got to put away to maintain that kind of weight, right? That's why, you know, even with somebody like me, when we really get serious about our diets and we eat and that kind of thing, we end up losing a lot of weight because there's an amount of food that you eat just to maintain the weight that you have now, right? And honestly, you know, I've said it before in my weight loss video, go check that one out, but diets don't work, okay? A diet will not work because a diet is a temporary solution. I'm going to eat differently for this amount of time, right? What you want to do is you change your relationship with food, right? In general, around the board, right? However you're eating, you have to change the relationship, right? In terms of, you know, for me, for example, right? Like anytime I go to a fast food restaurant, I'll usually eat enough portions for like 2-3 people, right? There's no reason to get a Big Mac, 20 nuggets, a fish fillet, a drink and a shake and apple pies. Like, come on now. That's, you know, that's enough food for like 3 people, okay? Diets do not fix anything because a diet is just you waiting to be able to eat normally. What you have to do is change how you eat, change your relationship with food. There are foods you can eat a ton of, right? To really get that full filling, you know, in terms of lean meats, chicken breasts, you know, brown rice, things of that nature. But in general, diets don't work. Change your relationship with food. Yeah.
That's when drugs came into my life. It just got out of control from there. I guess my mom felt guilty that I was on my way to winding up like her. Her way of handling that was just to throw me out in the street. So I moved in with my grandparents full time. I would chase any high I can get. Somehow I still managed to finish high school and graduate. But not long after that, my grandma found out I was using, and she kicked me out.
What were you using?
After that, I became homeless. And I was homeless for a good couple of years. You know, like really bad homeless. I was living a day-to-day lifestyle. I wasn't even thinking about consequences. That was probably the worst experience I've had. I was sleeping behind buildings. I remember I was laying on the side of the road one day and we watched kids driving by with their parents and snapping photos. Then I woke up one day to somebody like kicking me and, you know, bullying me just because, you know, they knew I wouldn't be able to get up and defend myself. In the end, that's what finally motivated me to reach out to anybody I knew who could help.
Are you done with tea?
Were you this fat when you were homeless? Because you said that they were kicking you because they knew you couldn't get up to defend yourself. Was that because you were like this fat? Like, I can't think of any other reason you wouldn't be able to defend yourself as a homeless man. Were you this fat? How? So like cocaine, meth, I feel like these drugs promote like skinniness, right? Like I feel like when you're doing meth, you don't really tend to want to eat a lot, or if you're doing coke, you don't want to eat a lot. I don't know. I'm kind of green when it comes to both of those. So is that the case? Or does that, you know, does it satisfy your appetite so that you don't need to eat anymore? I don't know.
No. The first person to try was this teacher from my high school days. He helped me out and bought me a ticket back to Everett, Washington, where my brother and sister were. On my way to the bus stop the next day, I got caught buying meth and wound up in jail. After that, two friends from high school asked their parents to help me. And it was them that actually got me my ticket to rehab. So I went to rehab, 350 to 400 pounds. I got clean, stopped moving.
Okay, this isn't 350 to 400 pounds. No fucking way, because I'm 350 to 400 pounds. Okay, no. Look at me. Okay, there's none of this fupa shit. None of this. I got little titties. Okay, there's no fupa shit. I've taken off my shirt on stream before. All right, this is not 350 to 400 pounds. Okay, is he 4'2"? What is going on here? There's something that's not adding up to me.
Around as much, really. And I started eating more. I put on another couple 100 pounds.
Okay, you can't just say you put on another cover 100 pounds like it's nothing. That's like going up another third of your weight.
In Washington, they have low-income housing programs. The state paid for me to live off burgers from the fast food place next door. That's when I got to like 600, maybe even 700 pounds.
Me and my sister finally said, hey, we gotta do something. That's when me and my brother came out of the hotels and came back here.
Bradley, wanna help me make a list for the store?
Yeah, let's do this.
And then we're gonna get some soda.
Probably need to get some milk and eggs, maybe some bread.
Everybody in my family has tried drugs. It's hard to say if it was genetic, but I definitely think being around it constantly, that definitely has an effect on him. The best case that I can see happening is him getting motivated. And
you know what? Compared to her brother, she's looking rather slim.
enough to lose the weight and just get healthy so he can have a life.
Maybe a rack of ribs.
Is all the food in the house going between those two? And like the other brother gets nothing?
If you want.
Because look at him. He's just like a normal dude.
Slow cook him one day.
We need barbecue sauce.
I can care less if he's 300 pounds and able to walk, or if he's, you know, $175 and able to go run marathons. As long as it extends his life period. Because my biggest fear right now is him being so obese that we can lose him any day.
That's already you're already there. That's not, it shouldn't be a fear. I mean, I guess it should be a fear. It's still a fear. You're already there. Okay, you can lose him at any fucking time now. Well, thank you, TLC, for exploiting another family. Jesus. I've been HerbalRemedyS. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. You know what time it is.